So it's my birthday. I'm 17, a white baby. This video is basically going to be about turning 17, how I feel, and just life after this, because a lot of stuff changes as you get older, obviously, but like I feel like there's a lot to talk about. So if you do know me, hi, welcome back. If you don't know me, I'm Bia. Welcome to the channel. I've been taking care of fish since I was literally like 9 or 10, and it's just a fun little hobby. But recently my betta fish died, so I moved the rest of the fish that were in that tank into another tank because I'm a very big fan of having betta fish and then having more fish in the tank. If you do it right, it's definitely something that can be done, and without stress or aggression or anything. You just need to know like what fish to put and how much space. I'm also going to be moving the tank from in the little thing over to here because I just think it's a better idea. I feel like the tank's not accessible over there. Like, it's hard to get into it, and especially hard to do water changes and maintenance. So I feel like if it's sitting right here and I can like easily take the lid off, it would be perfect, you know? Hey guys, I hope my voice isn't too annoying, but this is the day after my birthday. It's November 14th right now. So basically, after turning 17, like, and I've been thinking about this for like a couple of months, a lot of stuff is gonna have to change within the next year so that I can prepare myself to, you know, become an adult and to do adult things. And I just want to be ready for that. Like, I don't want to go into the real world and be shocked or like debilitated or like, I don't know. I just don't want to freak out, and that's why I'm trying to prepare like as much as I can right now. One of the things that I'm doing to prepare for adulthood is from now on, every check that I get from work, I'm literally saving like all of it except for I'll take like $50 out for myself. And the reason I'm doing that is because I need to build up money so that, because I want to move out of the house the second I turn 18. Like, I'm telling you, the second that clock strikes 12, I want to be out of the house. I do not want to live here anymore. And I know that in a lot of cultures and just a lot of families, moving out of the house at 18 is abnormal. A lot of people stay living with their parents like into their 20s, 30s. Sometimes they just don't move out. And I just don't want to live that life. I just want to move out and have independence and flee the nest as fast as I can, because I just want to be in the world like being by myself. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm trying to save as much money as I can. I might even get a second job, like, in order to do so. I don't know, because I've been seeing like some jobs, like, because where I currently work, I get paid good, and I get a good amount of hours, and then my friends have some jobs where they get paid more than me and they like don't do anything. Like, oh my gosh, I found out a guy that goes to my school, he makes $17, like, literally doing nothing at work. He works at Safeway. Like, he literally does nothing, and then he gets 25 hours a week, $17. He gets paid weekly. Like, dude, what's going on? Like, that sounds like a fire side hustle. So yeah, that, and also when I turn 18, I want to have already known like everything that I have to know in order to be an adult, you know? I want to know like how to do everything, like taxes, like how to set up doctor's appointments, like insurance, literally everything. I want to figure out life before I leave the house, and I definitely have some good mentors that are telling me what to do. I have a cousin, and he's an adult, and he tells me like everything to do. And there's other people that just like, I'm so thankful for them, because without them, I would literally, like, there's so much stuff that I literally would not know if I did not ask or have somebody else to tell me what was gonna go on when I got older. So I also am planning on just like completely restarting my life and tailoring it to the way that I want it to go. I want to get healthier. I want to do different things like cosmetics wise. I'm not talking about surgery, but I don't know. Shit, maybe when I'm older, I don't know. Why am I low-key funny? But yeah, I want to be able, that's another reason I want to live in my own house, because if I live in my own house, I can control what comes in and out of the house, and it's gonna be way easier to stay on a diet plan and to leave the house whenever I want, to go on a walk or to buy a treadmill. Like anything that I want to do, I can get done if I'm by myself. And getting healthier and becoming fit is something that I definitely want to get done as I get older, because I actually used to be athletic. Like, a lot of people don't know this, but I actually used to be athletic. I ran track, I played volleyball, I played flag football. And the reason that I'm not athletic anymore is because while I was running track, I tore my ACL. And it definitely, like, after that happened, athleticism just was not like something that I prioritized anymore. And because I was exercising so much, like, I could eat a lot and it just wouldn't make me gain weight. But now I eat a lot and I'm definitely gaining weight. Like, I don't know. But yeah. So getting fit is definitely something that I want to do, and that I know that I'll be able to keep doing and maintain doing if I'm by myself and in my own house. Another thing that I'm going to get to, definitely not the second I turn 18, but after graduating, is like distancing myself from everybody. I'm not going to lie. Not everybody. Like, obviously there's some people that I would keep talking to. But I think that, especially because we're in high school, like, a lot, like, you see people every day, you meet people every day, you become friends with people, but some people just aren't people that should be grown with. Some people aren't people that, you know, deserve to see you grow or will help you grow or anything. And I think in order to gain independence and not be codependent on somebody, or have like a toxic bond with somebody where you feel like you have to keep it going, I just want to distance myself. I don't know if I'm gonna move out of the state. It is a little bit likely that I would move out of the state, but I'm not completely sure at this point. I think staying in the state would give me a little bit more familiarity while I build my life up, and then once I'm completely set, I would definitely move out of the state. I'm thinking like Texas or something. I don't know. I currently live in Virginia. I think y'all don't know that. Yeah, I live in Virginia right now. So we live on the East Coast. Everything over here is so expensive, and I don't think it's built for somebody who's trying to build their life up. And the thing is, like, I know I'm gonna be successful one day. I know I will be known. Mark my words and quote me on this. I know that I'm going to do good in life. Like, I can promise that. I can assure that. I know it. I'm speaking it into existence. But in the meantime, like, I obviously gotta figure out what to do. And I feel like I don't want to feel like I'm just a kid. Like, I don't want to be in a situation where I'm like, damn, I don't know what to do. Because yes, like, I'm in a relationship and everything, and he knows stuff, but I want to be an independent person. I want to be able to take care of myself by myself, you know? I want to be able to pay my own bills if I'm not living with somebody. All that stuff. Letting the past go and starting and accepting new beginnings is something that I'm definitely gonna do. I think that, like, obviously people hold memories and people hold guilt in certain places where sometimes they shouldn't. And there's some places where I'm like, okay, like, I keep thinking about something, but obviously if I'm an adult, it's completely irrelevant. So yeah, leaving the past behind. Like, obviously when I graduate, I'm not going to be worried about the teachers or anything like that. And just leaving behind, like, all the stress and, you know, all the struggle that I've gone through, because that's the only way you can grow. Not leaving it behind, but definitely coping with it, healing it, and learning how to navigate life without dwelling on your stress or dwelling on what makes you upset, because it's just gonna keep making you upset and you're gonna dig yourself in a hole, and it's just not healthy. It's really not. So in school, I'm currently studying the psychology route. Last year I took my first psychology course, and then now I'm in my first out of 2 years of IB psychology, which is like higher credits, and you know, it looks good on a transcript. But basically, I don't know if I want to be a psychologist. When I first started, I was interested in being a child psychologist because I wanted to help kids who are going through things that I went through, like as a kid, and they don't know how to navigate it. Because being a kid can definitely be hard, especially if you're in an environment where you can't communicate. So I definitely wanted to help kids, but now after 2 years of psychology, low key, I'm thinking more of like the HR psychologist or forensic psychologist, because I think that would be like the perfect place for me to be. I learned that psychologists can often like take in, obviously when you're listening to people's stories and emotions and what they're going through, you can like take in all their stress and take in like everything they tell you, and apparently it can like really mess psychologists up. Also, I don't want to be in school for like 20 years and like in debt for the rest of my life because I'm doing psychology. You know what I'm saying? So that's definitely something that I still have to figure out. I do know what I want to do in psychology, which is probably HR psychology or forensic. But in the meantime, right after I graduate high school, I'm going to go to trade school and do ultrasound because it's a quick program and I can come out making a good amount of money to keep myself like afloat. And then that's when I'll probably go back to school for psychology or whatever I end up going back to school for, because, you know, life changes, people change, minds change. I have no clue what I'm going to be doing. I think another thing that comes with growing up is definitely changing priorities, because obviously when you're in high school, you know, friendships are like everything, relationships are like everything, like going to parties, all that is everything. But once you're an adult, I feel like that has to change. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not a party pooper, trust. I will be at them functions. I will stay getting lit, like all that. But I'm definitely not gonna be like as involved as I was or am. I'm sitting here talking like it was 5 years ago. But yeah. Alright guys, the video is almost over. Thank you so much for sitting and listening to me cat for all this time. I don't know if y'all were watching or if you're listening to this, like just doing random stuff, but I really appreciate it. Make sure you like, subscribe, hit that follow button, post notifications. Love you. Bye!